Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time. Does your child have a perception of time? Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. I'm holding in my hand a clock that I used when I was in college. This was my alarm clock. You may have any number of types of clocks. They're digital. You could have a sundial. You could have anything that it helps your child get a perception of time. But just know here is a principle. The younger the child, the slower time goes. As we've all aged, it seems like time is going faster and faster and faster. And it's just our perception of time. You can play back in your mind when you were a child, it seemed forever before Christmas would come or before your birthday would come. And it seemed very, very long. Our summers seemed long. And as years have gone by, everything seems to be going faster and faster. Whether you use a clock like this, an old clock that has an alarm, you can watch the second hand go round and round, or you may have a timer that you can help your children learn to perceive time by setting a time for activities that they do. And the younger they are, the shorter the timer needs to be. You obviously have timers on your phone, other devices, something like this, a little kitchen timer. You can have your child take with them if you send them on a task to go outside and rake leaves for 10 minutes, which to them seems like an eternity, or any number of tasks that you say for the next 30 minutes or the next 5 minutes, you have to do, whatever the assignment is. And for very small children, 1 minute is very long. So when you say just a minute, to them, that feels like an eternity. There's a famous scene that was from the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood shows from years ago, whenever he asked the question. As you can imagine, he was talking to children in his TV show, and he said, "How long is a minute? Let's see." And so he started a clock, and he watched on network television for 1 solid minute. He watched the second hand go around, and he looked back at the camera and went, "Wow, that seemed like a very long time." So when your parents say just a minute, that's how long it is. So teaching your children to perceive time is very helpful, and using something like a kitchen timer can help them to perceive what is 1 minute, what is 5 minutes, because to them it seems much longer than to you. So have compassion on your children when they're frustrated and they're irritable. But part of helping them to not be frustrated is to teach them what actually time feels like. And a timer can help you with that. Now, you may just use a clock where they watch the second hand go around. It can look very slow to them. But if they're occupied and they're wanting to do something, or watching a video of some sort, the time seems to go by fast because their mind is not trying to think of the next thing or how far or how much longer it is. Using a timer really helps, so that when you say just a minute, or we'll be leaving in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they have some sense of what that means. This is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. Take time to train them about time. Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.